Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense will go on the attack first. It was hardly an offensive masterpiece, but the Trojans put together a terrific comeback against the Bruins last year, trailing entering the fourth quarter, but able to come back and take home the victory bell.
Yeah, it was an offensive struggle last year, too. 4 field goals total in the first half, and USC trailing going into the fourth quarter, but quarterback Jaden Mayava did a really nice job late in the game with his decision-making and his accuracy. You got to know, if USC is going to win this one today, David, they've got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, they scored the last 10 points of the game. USC, I promise you, talking about the victory bell all offseason, UCLA was, we've got to finish. We've got to finish. We gave up the last 10 points. We gave up the lead. They
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
To the air, it's Iamaleava trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USC Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it.
He's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got the first down, looking for more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 6th play of the drive coming up. To throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Trojans started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super...
Slips a tackle and he's got room. Defense grabs the football and there he goes. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Lane. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The short hands, it's Sanders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Flores. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Pulls it in. It's Lane. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Gives it on the option. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going deep. He's got it on the outside. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it down the middle. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Caught over the middle, it's Lemon. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Lemon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. It's Lane. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Sanders. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, though.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Oh, they're after him! Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Maiava. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Wide open downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. The offense coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Mayava. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lane. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Release to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This isn't the only